What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh shit, sorry. Welcome back to another edition of Red One Radio. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day, man. Big shout out to everybody out there in the side chat. But real quick, big shout out to the top supporters out there from last week and this week. Miss Peaches, Mothman, Trickster 310, Kevin in the back, and CM Moto. Big shout out to you guys for being the top supporters, whether you donated, whether you shared the link, or did whatever you needed to do to get the information out there about the radio show. Mad love to y'all, and mad respect to everybody over there in the side chat, man. Let's go ahead and get into this. Today, guys, I got a real dope moto vlogger, another Southern California moto vlogger out here in Cali. Yeah. He goes by the name of Hammy Moto. If you don't know about Hammy Moto, I forgot to put his link and stuff down in the description. I'll do that at some point today. Yeah, my bad. It still says Back Road Moto for some reason. I mean, go ahead and get rid of that.
I'd rather be that.
But anyways, what's going on, Hammy Moto? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing just well, my man. How about yourself?
I am doing fine. A little warm today. Because my fan's not on high. Let me fix that. Now it's on high. So, all right, we're good. We're good. We're good. But, so, Hammy Moto. Now, I hope everybody out there knows who Hammy Moto is. I'm pretty sure if you've watched delinquent videos, Suburban Delinquent, you've probably seen a Hammy Moto or two. If you guys don't know, he was the gentleman that rode the orange, what was it, Z1000, wasn't it?
Yeah, the bright orange Z1000 that remember when I first bought that, everyone thought I was in 187 at the first SCMM. when I first got that. Because at the time when I bought that bike, I thought, this is going to be sick as fuck. No one knows what this bike is. It's going to be the only motovlogger with it. It's going to be unique. And then someone says, hey, it's like a Ian 187's bike. I don't know who that was at the time.
Right.
And I Google him. I'm like, fuck, he's got the same bike as me, and he's more popular. So, yeah.
Wow. Why is Hammy so squished on the display? Okay, so I can fix that, but it looks like this. So, let's see. Boom. I mean, if that works for you, whatever. All right, I'll leave it like this for a while. We'll see what you guys say. So,
nice and flat. I dig it.
So, when you bought the Z1000, did you buy it brand new, or did you get it used, or what have you?
Oh, that thing was 2003, so I got it used for sure. Just bought it off of Craigslist. I sold my first bike that I had, which was the XR650L. So when I started motovlogging, I had that bike. And I sold that, and I wanted to get something different. Wanted to get a proper street bike because I wanted to look cool in high school.
Right.
No one liked the dual sports in high school. I got made fun of for it.
Really?
So I need to get something more sick. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was the shit, of course.
Right.
Going to high school on your motorcycle, and I remember showing a couple of my friends the XR650, and they're like, it's kind of ugly. All right, well, show me your bike. But I ended up getting rid of that, and I bought the Kawasaki. And yeah, just had that for years. Of it.
Yeah, I mean it definitely. I mean, I know currently you don't have it. You got rid of it. Wait, yeah. Let me ask you that. Like, why did you get rid of it? Like, what made you want? Did you want to get rid of it, or you just too old, or you just looking for something new?
It was getting too old. I mean, I had it for 3 years, and I just wanted something different. I mean, the bike was 2003. I mean, it's getting on 16, 15 years old. It was just getting old, and like, with my time reviewing motorcycles and riding other guys' bikes, the more I rode the motorcycles, the more I realized, wow, this thing is a piece of shit. I really need to change it. I mean, as much as I loved it, it was very much a love-hate relationship. I mean, in my opinion, it looked incredible. I loved how it looked, how it sounded, but how it rode, no, I hated that part. So
I got you. Yeah, I'm kind of in your same boat. When you start riding newer bikes, you're like, oh man, it shifts so much easier. It's like even everything that moves, like whether it's the chains and sprockets and shit, everything's quieter. Like brakes don't fucking.
Clutches are smooth. The brakes, yeah, it's just much more refined. And that's the thing. I mean, the Kawasaki had a lot of character to it, for sure. I mean, it wasn't a beginner's bike by any means. Like you had to really get confident with it. I mean, everyone that rode it stalled it like 5 or 6 times before they could get it going. So I liked how you had to like really I could properly ride it, which is why I liked it. But it also was a piece of shit. So
Right.
I stopped it.
How many miles did it have on it when you got rid of it?
It had, I think it had 38,000 miles, and it had 30 when we got it.
You only rode that bike 8,000 miles?
I know, it's so pathetic.
What?
I'm a bit ashamed of it myself. Only 8,000 miles. Even I was shocked by that. I swore I've done more on that, but I didn't commute on the bike. I only rode it on a couple rides, and I motovlogged with it around town, and that was my extent of the use of it. And I never did any massive rides or anything. So,
dude, I was in a way I was kind of hoping you were gonna be like, yeah, it had like 80,000 miles, because blah blah blah. Because I was literally gonna be like, because I'm always wondering, like, if I was looking to sell my R6, like, what could I get for it? You know what I mean? Like, and right now I think I'm somewhere around 62,000 miles. So, like, I'm about
what?
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, considering like where Derek 636 is at, and you know, being on here doing all these hangouts and stuff, you meet people or see people in the side chats like, oh, I got an 04 whatever, and it's got 83,000. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah.
But you know,
you did all that miles on an R6, which is the most uncomfortable fucking thing I've ever ridden.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. See, that just reminded me. I forgot to put your stuff and things in that doobly-doo description box down below. But yeah, like, yeah, you guys need to definitely go check out Hammy Moto's R6 review. It's kind of funny because at first, like, I mean, I know you personally, like, we've ridden together, we've hung out a couple times, so like, I get your humor right off the bat, but then like, you know, like, you kind of hit some points on the R6 there, man. Like, it's a fun bike, you know. It's nimble. It's all the good shit you like about Yamaha. But the thing that got me the most was when you were talking about, like, at a slow speed, you know, you seem to. It's like a lot of pressure on the wrists.
Oh, it's so bad.
It is pretty bad, dude.
The first time I rode an R6, it was my buddy. We did a couple motovlogs together back in the day. And I rode it, and we were in Victoria Gardens out in Ontario, where there's like a lot of stop signs. And man, after like 10 minutes, I was in genuine pain. I thought, I actually hate this. I hate everything right now. I was getting all grumpy. I'm like, why do people buy this? and that sort of started off my my disliking for that bike. And yeah, I mean, it's an incredible looking bike. I can see why a lot of young guys buy it. You know, they walk into the dealership and they see the naked bikes and they think, nah, I'm getting super sports. I'm going to be Valentino Rossi, get an R6. Late brake into every corner, full power wheelies, and crash.
Yeah, no, that is true. And it is true, but once you get up to speed, like at cruising speeds on the highway, like, it's not so bad, man. You know, but
it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Once you get up to speed, but at slower speeds, for sure, it's its biggest downfall.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with you on that. How many how many bikes have you reviewed so far? I know, like, 2, right? 2 or 3?
I reviewed, the first review I did was on the KLR 650 versus Honda, but that was really before I developed, you know, the sort of style I do for the reviews. It was more like a balls basic.
Right.
Has type of exhaust and this engine produces the very, very sort of dull style review. And then that was my first one, so 2 bikes, and then I did one, the Harley Davidson 1248 versus the Yamaha Bolt. That, and then I did the R6. And then I did the R1, then I did my bike, and then I did the FCO9 recently. And the Ninja 300 versus Yamaha R3.
R3, yeah. I was like, I thought there was an R3 in there somewhere, but yeah, I forgot about. Yeah, it was kind of a comparison of the two. I remember that. So let me ask you this, man. Where do you get your, like, inspiration from or style from? I know you kind of, like, talked about where you're trying to go with your YouTube channel, and that's all fun and games. We'll get into that in a second. But where do you get, like, your inspiration from? Like, what really drives you? Well, fucking wrap it all in together. But yeah, what really drives you on YouTube and you know, kind of get your creative juices flowing?
That's tough, actually, because when I got into YouTube, I just had a rough idea of what I wanted to do, and just sort of developed the style as it went on. And I liked. I remember I can't pinpoint anyone in particular, but I liked Pop Gear, where Jeremy Clarkson and those guys would sort of talk and have banter with each other and describe. So I sort of wanted to emulate that sort of style. And when it came to the editing, it was more just quick cut, small little bits, snippets, nothing too long, nothing too drawn out. It's just, smash and grab pretty much.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Between like you and probably like Backroad Moto, I haven't seen many moto vloggers that have this like bang boom pow. It's like, it's
Backroad is incredible. Backroad is incredible. Like, I've watched a couple of his videos sometimes. I'm like, how the fuck do I compete with that? he's so good and so consistent and so funny.
Right.
And like he's definitely someone I watch all the time and just sort of say like, wow, he really deserves much more subscribers than he has at the moment, much more recognition, and because he does put the effort in, and he's far more consistent than I ever am.
True. I just something as simple as the creativeness behind one of the last videos you did with Suburban Delinquent and the Cop. It was like behind you guys or whatever. Like, to me that is perfect. Like, I love that because in a way, like, it's one of those things where I think if hopefully I'm not the only one where I see that and I'm like, fuck, dude, why did I think of that? Like,
yes, I get that all the time when I watch some other motor vloggers. They'll do a video like Yami Neem specifically. I remember watching a couple of his videos and thought, why didn't I think of that?
No? Wait, you talking about the Porsche? Yeah, you don't hit the Porsche.
Oh yeah, of course. Really plan on doing that next week. It's actually going to be a Corvette instead. And,
right, I want to hit the high end one too. Can't be hitting that little 50 grand Corvette.
Yeah, I know. I'm aiming for 120 grand and above.
Right. Yeah, you got to get ZR1s and up. Yeah. But no, but I was just sitting there, right, and you had the music going, and you like zooming in and shit. I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like, to me, I love that kind of creativity, man.
It was a lot of fun to do that video. I really enjoyed making that video. It was a lot of fun.
So I mean, it's stuff like that kind of makes you think, like, what other shit does he have up his sleeve? And the other thing, big shout out to Fish out there. I see you, Fish.
Hey, Mr. Fish, man, I love that guy. Excellent.
Yeah. So, but what was another the little short clip? I remember asking you about it, but the one where you walked out and handed yourself the backpack in the garage. Like that type of shit, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I know for a while I had that kind of creative sense, but like now I don't, which is kind of like shitty. So it's just like, damn it. And so when I see you do it, like, in a way, I just sit back and I smile and I'm like, dude, that was good shit right there, man. So yeah,
thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So, but well, let's talk about, man, like, where you want to take your channel. Like, what are you trying to, I guess, accomplish on YouTube? Whether it's money, low light or not low light, low key prostitutes. Are you trying to like?
Well, I've been down that road, bro.
or are you trying to get a fan base, and like some Jake Paulers or something like that, or is like, what
some Hammy Motos, some hams, a group of hams rolling around.
So yeah,
hams roll out.
So what are you trying to do on YouTube? Or like, where are you trying to go with your channel and all that other shit?
That's a question I've been asking myself for a long time, actually, because I really don't know. When it comes to making videos, like, it's fun. Like, doing YouTube has just been fun to me, and I've been really enjoying it now more than ever. And I don't know. I'm just doing it, seeing where it goes, seeing who I meet. If it happens to make money down the road, it happens to make money. Just doing it for the laugh. That's why I never really took it too seriously to begin with.
Right.
Because you take something too seriously, it starts to become a job. And I didn't really want this to become a job.
Yeah,
but yeah.
No, you got a point there with the whole job aspect of it, and I know, like, it definitely takes a while, for that aspect to kick in. Like, at some point, I think most people will come across it, and they either may take a step back or look at it and take a step forward. You know what I mean? But I think at some point in time, whether it's 6 months down the road or 3 years or 4 years down the road, at some point you're just like, okay, am I doing this for me? Am I doing this for a number? Whether it's views, subscribers, or a dollar sign. You know what I mean? But
Or if you have sponsors backing your channel, you've got to keep them happy as well, you know. So that was always another big fear of mine, was getting to the point where my channel does grow to an extent where it's I really have to keep at it. I can't really do anything else. That was just always something, because, you know, I'm young. I don't know. Like, get nailed down too much with, you know, sponsors on YouTube. This is my liability of it.
Yeah, but sponsors pay bills.
They do pay bills, bro. Hammy Moto open for questionable sponsorship.
I'm just saying, like, if Yamaha came through and was like, look, man, we'll sponsor you free bikes, and there you go. Like, but you got to upload 4 times a week for the next 3 years. 4
times a week, Jesus Christ. We just mentioned how good Jake Paul is. How excellent that guy was, posting quality vlogs every day. Like, that guy. I think there's 2 Jake Pauls, and they do completely different things throughout the day. One vlogs, one does all the business side of it. I mean, this is a theory. I have it down on Reddit. That's how you know it's legitimate.
Well, hey, I want to ask you a couple more questions, man. Here in about 15 minutes, we'll start taking some phone calls. If you guys want to call in, you know that number. It's down there somewhere. So I want to ask you, because, like I said, I know you a little more behind the scenes than you know, most people that live outside of California. But when did you start riding? Like, how old were you when you started riding? Like, what is your motorcycle background? Because, you know, for you being as young as you are, you know, just kind of like what's your background with motorcycles and all that good stuff?
I started riding motorcycles when I was about 6. I was about 6. My father he would get motorcycles from China and build them and then sell them.
Wait,
that's what he did.
Really?
Yeah, like yeah. Excuse me. So so it was called BZR motorcycles. He would get these motorcycles and import them from China, just rip-offs off of Yamaha.
What,
and he would
like naked style bikes, or are we talking like full frame? Like what kind of bikes are we talking here? We talking scooters?
Just like little dirt bikes, but and then there were dual sports. There was the big dual sport 125 4-stroke, and then there was a little 90cc dirt bike that he used to build, and he built one for me, and I started hunting around on that. And what was interesting when it comes to motorcycles to me, they terrified me. They scared the living hell out of me.
Really?
It took me months to get out of first gear. And I'm not kidding. I remember to this day the first time I changed into second gear, and it was an accomplishment. I was just so scared of motorcycles, and it was like that for a long time. And then my father, he bought a little pocket bike, mini bike, and we went down to a local go-kart track in England. We were living in England at the time, and I remember putting around the track on this little pocket bike, and I was going so slow that the engine didn't warm up. Yeah, had to come in and rev it so the engine would warm up. I went that slowly on the bike.
Oh wow!
And then fast forward a couple of years, I didn't ride for a long time. Then we came to America, and when I was about, I'd say 10, I picked up riding again on like another little just imported Chinese bike, and started riding around on that again. Just terrified. My dad would force me to go out and ride just to build my confidence on it. And and then one day I just sort of said, Dad, I want to race motorcycles. Right? Out of nowhere. Just walked in the room.
Okay.
Yep. It is a bit strange. And I want to race motorcycles. I was like, okay. So we bought a little NSR 50, which is like it's a step up from a pocket bike and a step down from a street bike. It's just like a little mid-size. Just Google it. If you're interested, Google it. It's a really neat little beginner street bike that you race around on tracks, handle bike handling and stuff. So I did that when I was about 12. And then I got into mini motor racing and got up into the RS125 chassis and racing on go-karts, tracks and stuff. Moved up to big tracks on a Ninja 250, racing that around Chuckwalla. That was a lot of fun. Did a lot of racing on that, and really built up my confidence as a rider. And then on the Kawasaki ZX6, did a lot of track days on that. We had our own bike. I was about 14 at the time. We were doing that. Oh, I felt cool. That was a lot of fun. And then I got in a massive wreck when I was racing. That whole season I had, it was horrible.
Wait, how long ago was this?
This was 2013, I think.
Okay.
I was a junior in high school, so about 2013, 2014. No, I think it was 2000.
So
And
what happened?
I was on the Ninja 250, and it was at Chuckwalla Valley Raceway. And if anyone listening is familiar with that track, there's a big banked right-hand corner. And on that bike, like, you didn't use the brakes around that track. You just flew into every corner wide open or just engine braking. It was really intense.
Oh, fun.
Really intense. A lot of fun. It really built up the skills of a rider when you don't use the brakes. And anyway, so I was going into this corner. It was an early morning practice session. Track was cold, tires were cold, and there was a competitor of mine behind me. We'd been battling each other all season, so I just sort of wanted to show off my early morning pace. And I tucked the front, went off, slid off the track, and next thing I know, I wake up, my back's in shattering pain. I couldn't breathe. I was winded.
Oh, wow.
I could barely see. And as it turned out, the guy behind me ran over me.
Oh, wow. No shit. Wait, did he crash too, or did he just fucking speed bump you and keep it moving?
Yeah, no, he crashed. Yeah, good thing he crashed. He went to the hospital with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
He only broke his thumb, but yeah, I was pretty messed up after that. Went to the hospital. I was in there for about a week. Just so I had cracked all my ribs, fractured 4 spinal vertebra, lacerated my liver, bruised a kidney, and had a sore thumb. A lot of injuries from that. So after that, parents pulled me out of racing. I was 16 at the time, and I healed up. And then after that, a couple months after I healed up, I did a 6-hour endurance race on a mini motorbike.
Wait, 6 hours by yourself, or like?
I had one other guy riding with me. It was a team of 2. It was a guy who was like 55 or something, like some old guy. And we're riding around on this XR100 supermoto bike. It was converted to supermoto, and it had no front brake, and the back brake barely worked. And we ended up finishing 3rd in class.
Oh, nice!
So, yeah, that's a really good memory to look back on. Yeah, we got 3rd in class. 6 hours. 6 hours. Fuck, that was so hard.
So wait, how did you do it? Did you do it like 1 hour sessions or 2 hour? Like how did you break up that time?
Well, it was just 3 hours each. So like at the start of the race, like we flipped a coin, so he did the start of the race. You know, it was all grid formation. I think how that race went, it was the person who won was the one that did the most laps, sort of like how Le Mans works. So
oh, okay.
Anyway, so he did the start. He rode around for 3 hours. You know, we came in, we refueled. I hopped on the bike and rode around for 3 hours. No, was it 2 hours? 1.5, something like that. We did shifts. I think I got off on the bike twice throughout the race.
Oh, okay.
So something like, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that's a long time racing around a track on a bike.
I mean, hell, you know, even doing a road trip down the freeway for 6 hours sucks. But you know, like I couldn't imagine like literally wringing a fucking motorcycle's neck around a track for 6 hours, dude. Like.
Thankfully, it was just on a little XR100 mini bike around a go-kart track, but still, man, like those little bikes, you gotta muscle them around because they'll crash. I crashed actually. I didn't crash during the race, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Well, let me ask you this: like, I mean, are we talking about like you constantly hanging off the bike, or at some point did you say fuck it and just keep it planted on the seat, like you didn't move at all? You just fucking turned the bike left and right. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I was racing the whole time. Yeah, I was really gunning. I was really trying to win that, but we didn't because I only had one other guy with me, and he was just some old guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to brag, but I held up the team. Yeah, I took home the trophy. Me.
Well, I want to ask you, like, how much would it cost to get into something like that? Because I mean, to me, you know, I think that'd be kind of fun, dude. If like, you know, we can get all the boys together and like we just go romp around a track for 6 hours.
Oh yeah, man. I've been thinking about it for a long time about just getting a little XR100, doing that again because again it was a hell of a good time. I'm just not sure how well my shoulder will be able to hold up now. But I'd say like if you just want to buy one that's ready made, you could probably find a little supermoto with a little KX65 2-stroke or a 4-stroke. I would recommend a 4-stroke.
Right.
Yeah, a little KX65 2-stroke. Put some slick tires on it. So harder, firmer suspension, and there you go, you're off racing. So I'd say total cost about, to get a good setup, around 3,000, 3,500.
And
Like
then,
that's with tires, that's with rims, that's with suspension stuff.
and then what are we talking about? Registration fees and all that other stuff.
Actually, no. I don't imagine you have to register them at all.
Well, I mean,
Well,
as far
well,
as
well,
like with the
it's-
track day or whatever, you know, like all the track day fees and all that other bullshit.
Well, if you race, well, the particular race that I did was with a small club.
Oh, okay.
I think it was organized by a couple guys I used to race with. So it was like $40 to race, to bring your bike and you set up, and that was that. You just paid for whatever it was to get on the track, which is usually about $20 to $40, and you race all day, and there you go.
Gotcha. Big shout out to Kevin in the back for the $2. I appreciate it. He says he likes cheese. You know, another individual who loves cheese, he goes by the name of Mr. Fish. That dude loves cheese. He puts cheese on everything.
Ham and cheese, man.
Actually, he really hates cheese, but he'll get the joke. Nah, it's like when he was out here, every time we'd stop to fucking talk about food or something, he'd be like, "Fuck you Americans, you guys fucking put cheese on everything," and I'm like,
Cheese on everything. What do you want? Do you want cheese with that?
well, I'm just saying, cheese is delicious.
Cheese is. I love cheese myself. Hell yeah.
See, there you go. But oh man, oh yeah, I forgot to hold on. I'm trying to get the phone line set up.
Oh, lie.
Yeah,
That's
forgot
one of
to do
my
that.
friends.
Forgot to call him a little number thingy. But anyways, so you're currently bikeless. Well, yeah, you're currently bikeless. Are you gonna hint at what you're getting, or are you just gonna be like, "Pow, here it is, people. This is what I got."
Well, I'll tell you what. You heard it on Red One first. I already have a new bike.
Oh
But
shit!
I already got it. Yeah, I got it last Saturday. I bought it, and I'm gonna be doing a bike reveal very, very soon. But at the moment, I'm just getting it ready, because so I went out there to go look at it this passing Saturday.
Okay.
I go out and I found it on Craigslist. It was right in my budget. It was exactly what I wanted. I go there, look at it. It's exactly how it was in the pictures. So, all right, this is excellent. Fuck yes.
Oh, you got lucky.
I got lucky. Yeah, I know, right? It wasn't some guy from Africa trying to mug me or anything like that. But yeah, we got there, looked at the bike. I thought, all right, man, let me take it for a test ride. So I'll hop on it, and I've been reading a lot of reviews on the bike. Like, man, this thing's got a lot of mid-range torque on it. It's got a hell of a pull. So I thought, fuck yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. See if we can get these dope power wheelies going, and I do. What the fuck was that? The chain and sprocket were knackered. I couldn't believe it.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
they were destroyed, and I got back to the guy's house. Well, after I got lost, I had to Google Maps myself back to the house. And I got back, and I said, like, man, when was the last time you changed the sprocket? And like, it's destroyed. And I could think how bad it was, and then he just says, yeah, it's pretty knackered. I haven't maintained it. I haven't ridden it in a long time. And so I thought, all right, and we offered him a price. I got it for slightly cheaper than he was getting, which was excellent. But the only question was how the hell was I going to get this thing back? I had an hour and a half ride, take it back to Riverside.
Oh damn.
So, but thankfully, he had some tools there, so we were able to tighten up the chain as much as we could. And then I had a very, very ass-clenching ride back.
Yeah. yeah. Because that's all you need is the fucking chain to just pop off and then lock up the rear wheel at 70 miles an hour.
And then it's I'm in a grave, Hammy Moto gravestone. But even so, man, even when I got it, I had to wait 3 days. It's just sprocket and chain gear arrived today, and my old man is currently downstairs putting it on the bike. But even after I got the bike, even though the chain was ruined, I still went and rode it every day. I'm an idiot for doing it, but man, I couldn't wait to ride this bike, man. I loved it. Really wanted to ride it. I've been waiting months to get it. Fuck the chain and sprocket. If I die, screw it. I'm dying on this bike.
Died on the bike. You know what's funny, dude? That kind of reminded me, like when I first got my R6. Well, not this one I have now, but the first one, the one I totaled before this one. Anyways,
yeah.
When I went and got it, I remember I couldn't ride it home. So I was with Cali girl at the time, and I was like, hey, can you ride it back to my apartment? and then I'll just drive your car. And she's like, all right, cool. So she was honestly the first person to ride my first motorcycle because I couldn't legally ride it. Sab Crazy with the $2 showing some love. Red One Radio makes Wednesdays better. Appreciate the love. Thank you, sir. And so I remember, well, because here's the thing. I had a permit at the time, right? But, so that means I couldn't ride at night, can't ride on the freeway, and can't ride with a passenger. So it was nighttime by the time I got out of there. So I finally get home, and then I remember, dude, like, I wanted to ride so bad, but I was like so paranoid of like getting pulled over and shit, right? So yeah, I remember I went to bed that night like fucking hella early, dude. Like it was Christmas and shit coming, right? And I woke up. Yeah. I remember like I woke up and it was still dark, and then the moment I was looking out on the horizon, the moment I saw the sun peekaboo out, I was like, "We gone." I remember, dude, I rode for like 4 hours until I had to go to class at like 9 or 10 or some stupid shit that morning, dude. Like, I just like, I gotta ride, dude. I gotta ride. It's my shit now. It's mine.
Yeah, you completely get it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it's like, it is like Christmas. It perfectly describes it. The night before I bought my bike, I didn't sleep that night. I was so excited. I was waiting to hear my dad get up, and then when he gets up, I get up and just try to act all casual. You know, like I got a good night's sleep.
Come
like
out
I wasn't in
dressed,
bed.
Everything.
Yeah, I wasn't in my bed looking at YouTube videos of the bike and stuff. So, but thankfully it's going to be ready to ride tonight. So after this wraps up, I'll probably head out and give it hell for a minute. Then I got to get up my work week tomorrow.
Work sucks, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you got to do it because, you know, work is work and you got to pay bills and stuff and things and blah, blah, blah.
Work buys motorcycle parts, right?
Yeah. That you definitely need to do, too, which, you know. Let me ask you this. Do you think it's cheaper? What am I trying to say? Do you think it's cheaper overall to own and operate a motorcycle versus like a car on average? Like just very average. I'm not saying you got to go out and get you like, you know, a 50cc scooter that gets like a million miles to the gallon.
It's made out of stone and will never break down.
Right.
It really depends on, again, that's like a lot of it. There's a lot of variables in that. Like I had a little 2000 Ford Mustang. That was my first car. And excuse me. That cost nothing to run because there was nothing in it. Nothing really went wrong with it. But that was fine. I'd say really depends. That's a tough question because with my old bike, and this one, they're both really bad on gas. Like, God, they're so bad on gas. The Kawasaki was tragic. I spent more time at the gas station than I spent riding it. Like half the 8,000 miles was spent to riding to gas stations. So that's yeah, like when I'm out riding with Sub D, he gets all pissed off. It's like, well, you gotta get gas again. I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm kind of scared at some point he's gonna make me break down the freeway just to get the footage.
Right, just to get the footage.
Yeah, just to laugh at me. But yeah, so, but I'd say if you want a better way of getting around just by yourself, a motorcycle in SoCal is the best way to do it for sure. I think so.
I will agree to that. Big shout out to Edgy Throttle with the $2. I like cheese more than you. Wow, Fish. Somebody likes cheese more than you do. Wow. But big shout out to Edgy Throttle. Fucking train of thought totally derailed. Oh yes. Yeah. So you know, when I moved here, like you know, I'm not originally from Southern California, so you know everything out here was new and. You know, I was very limited on where I went in my truck, man. I mean, I literally drove it to school. I drove it to the fucking, like, supermarket. I drove it to, like, pay a bill every now and again.
What kind of truck was it?
It's an old fucking Chevy Silverado extended cab, son.
Wait, what year?
94. Cause
I have a 91.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no.
I hate it. It's so bad.
No, my like when I moved back from Japan, right? I literally had nothing, right, except for the clothes and some other shit I had shipped back. But my dad was selling his truck, and he bought a new one. And then we were like buffing the shit, and I was like, "Yo, how much you want for this?" And he was just like, "I don't know, give me a little bit for it, and it's fucking yours." And I was like, "Deal." And I fucking ran up to the bank. Grabbed the money, was like, bam, there you go. So I just bought the truck just because it was fucking cheap. And so, like, after being here for, like, I don't know, it was like a handful of months, I remember, like, kind of hating shit because it was like big, and I'm like, fuck. So now I'm actually looking at buying a car. Then all of a sudden, like, Cali girl had bought her first motorcycle, and I remember like bugging her, like, hey, what are you getting for, you know, gas? And at the time, dude, gas was like fucking high four. It was like 4.8, like 480. And all the other stupid shit, dude. So
Jesus.
it was like topping the truck.
What year was this?
Huh? This was 13. Wait. What?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. 2013, they had that massive fucking gas and price leap. It was insane. Yeah.
Stupid.
I remember it got up to $5 on Riverside.
Yeah. And I remember like going up there, it'd be like $85 or $90 to fucking top off the truck. I'm like, dude, this fucking sucked. So I'm asking her, like, you know, what she's getting on the bike, and then like 6 months later, I fucking bought my R6, but. Once I bought that bike, dude, I was everywhere, dude. Like, I would go downtown, and then once I got over that hurdle of being nervous about parking on sidewalks and shit, like, after that,
that takes
dude,
some getting used to.
oh, yeah, I was everywhere at that point, man. Like, it is definitely a great way to learn a city or just get around and visit, because, you know, you're a small footprint. You can just kind of get around everywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
What was that? Daniel Bell says my old truck, 1970 F250 thing, got like 8 miles per gallon. Fuck that.
Mr. Fish says your gas is cheap as hell. We better appreciate it. Yeah, because gas in the UK, petrol,
is it
insanely expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like, I think the last time I heard it was about, it was like 4 quid, 5 quid, 5 pounds a litre. A litre, not even a gallon, a litre. And it's something like that. I'm sure he can.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, because like when I was in Japan, when gas, oh god, I forgot how much it was in the States, but I remember we thought it was kind of expensive, but it was like 88 cents a liter, and then it got up to like 120, 130. You know, I'm just doing like a rough conversion from like yen to dollars, but yeah, like $1.30 per liter. So you're looking at like $5 a gallon or somewhere around in there, which is California prices. I found out later. But hell, I thought that was expensive. But fuck, I can't pay that kind of price for gas, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Damn, no
even with a bike, especially how expensive the Kawasaki was, I got pissed off all the time.
Wait, so that bike fully topped off, and let's just say freeway miles only. How far would you get before the fuel light came on?
I'd say maybe 120 miles.
That's what my R6 is.
120. I don't really have a mileage reference. I'd say from here, topped off from Riverside down to Newport, I would have to get gas. That's not 130 miles.
No,
I'm an idiot.
No, that's like,
hell no. Yeah, that's like 50,
80.
So.
Well, yeah. Well, it's anywhere between 50 and 80. It's somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'd say around 80 to 100 miles. I'd have to top it off because the bike got around 33 to the gallon. Maybe 30. It was pretty bad compared to like the Jixes were getting and stuff. But it wasn't that great, and
well I don't know what bike you got. I know some people out there are curious, but I do know that like those 636, them shits get like 220 miles a tank and shit or more, dude. Like,
yeah,
I remember Bash was telling me one time, and I was like, you fucking liar. I was like, dude, you're lying. There's no way. And then all of a sudden, when Goatfather had his 636, he was like, yeah, dude. He's like, it'll do like 230, 240 per tank. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, those 600s, man, they get, because all the power is really made way up on the RPMs, and half the time you're not really up there.
No,
so.
not really. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines, man. If you guys want to call in and ask myself a question or Hammy Moto a question, please do. That phone number is 516-387-1431. You guys know the drill. But yeah, if you guys want to call in, man, please call in. Want to see?
I was going to call in last time when you were seeing Cycle, but I had a couple of buddies over, so I couldn't really stick around for the podcast for too long.
Good old seeing Cycle. I was kind of mad he got rid of the Thruxton.
Did he?
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, he got.
I've been behind on everyone lately, so
it's all good, man. It's, you know, it's funny. It's like in the beginning, you're like fucking glued to motovlogging, right? And then like 2 years later, you're like, no, I watched like 5 people, dude. That's it.
Yeah,
like, and
a couple of times.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, man, like you gotta realize over time, man, like people, you know, especially motovloggers themselves, right? In the beginning, everybody's watching everybody, but then over time, you start to just, you know, deal with the people you like the most or the people that you interact with the most, and that's the thing. But then there's times where, like, you know, it may be 3 or 4 days that you just don't catch a video. Like, I don't know how many times been hangouts, and it's like, oh, dude, you see the fucking video where I caught the airplane fucking exploding on takeoff? And you're like, wait, what? And you go through like 3 days ago, you're like, oh, fuck, how did I miss that?
Exactly, yeah, especially now, like you said, when you first start, you start subscribing to everybody, and they all start subscribing to you, so you're watching all these motovloggers, and next thing you know, you just got hundreds of guys in your subscriber section, but you don't know who to watch or who's even uploaded or anything, unless you put the notifications on. But I only get maybe 5 or 6 notifications from motovloggers. I mean, but I've been watching a lot of Mr. V-Rod lately.
Oh, really?
Shout out to him. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of his videos. They're just funny. I love that sort of style because he's in you know, LA, and just all the crazy interactions that go on. Mr. Moto Miles did that for a long time as well. I'm not sure if anyone remembers that guy. But,
yeah, whatever happened to him? Is he?
I asked the same thing.
Life or some shit? Like, cause I remember he was gone for a while, and then he made like 1 or 2 videos, and he was gone again, and then like I remember seeing him on fucking like Instagram, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're good, and then it's just like gone. Like, okay, well, huh.
Yeah, just didn't upload again. He actually commented on one of my videos today.
Right, yeah. It's like, it's funny to get a comment from somebody that hasn't made a moto vlog in like a year and a half. You're like, oh shit, you're still alive. Hey, good.
It's just strange because he was really good too, really good moto vlogger too, and it was just strange to see him just drop off.
Yeah, man. I mean, but that's what happens, right? You know, like people come, people go, man. Like, you know, like the other day I was just going through, you know, who I'm subscribed to. And I'm just looking at all these names that I just was like, wow, yeah, whatever happened to this dude? And I click on it. Like, you know, last video was uploaded January of like 2016. I'm like, go ahead and unsubscribe. Like, you know, like I don't hear from the guy, you know, or whatever. It's just like, what's the point? You know? Yeah,
some guys just stop doing it. I mean, I thought about doing that a couple times.
Right. I mean, it ain't bad. I mean, you know, just like I said, clean out your subscriber list or whatever. But I don't know, man. I mean, I think a lot of people come into moto vlogging with a lot of ambition. Yeah,
aspirations.
There we go. And
hopes and dreams of being the best.
Right. And so, you know, they end up you know, either getting their feelings hurt or they're just not going at the rate that they want, and you know, eventually they just end up, well, you know, I'm better at doing whatever, this job, and so people just do that.
That's one thing I did find when I first started doing YouTube was how hard it was to really get ahead and get noticed, especially in a field where the demographic is just so small, like motovlogging. I mean, people who watch motovlogs, are either motorcyclists themselves, or that's pretty much it. Guys that like bikes or into bikes, and that's really the demographic that we have.
Right. You know, but you know what's funny though is like, you know, because you've been around since what, 2014?
14. We started around the same time, didn't we?
Yeah, like me, you, CN Cycle, like we're all like the summer of 14 Fish. Like generation and shit. Yeah.
The Fish came around as well. Yeah.
But what's funny is it's like back then we didn't have the outlets to grow our channel like we like there is today, right? You know, back then you had to be a unique person. You had to be kind of what was hot on YouTube in order to grow your channel. And then I remember like the first iterations that came around was Hangouts. Once Hangouts came out, I was seeing people, you know, go from like 17 subs to like 50 subs over the matter of like a weekend. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like
that's right. I never did those. I never did the Hangouts.
Right. And then And then over time, it switched to where you started getting genre or types of moto vlogs that were very popular to watch via everybody, and it started with, I think, like road rage type bullshit.
Yeah, that's usually the hit, the crashes, the road rage, the cop videos,
right?
All that sort of stuff. That's where you get the general public in watching. Yeah,
correct. And then now it seems to be where, you know, you take one of those style videos, and then instead of just uploading it yourself and then watching the views come in and, you know, tagging everything appropriately, you just hand it off to a compilation channel and then let them do the work for you, right? They'll upload it and then tag you and give you credit while they walk away with fucking thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, because channels like Moto Madness, right? Like, I think that dude's making like well over $10,000-15,000 a month on views and revenue, right? But it's like he's never once crashed. He's never once had to pay, you know, a parking ticket or a fine, or had to go to court because he fucking cursed some old lady out or whatever the hell it may be. You know what I mean? And I just think it's funny. But it seems like those are the popular avenues that people are going now, and to grow their channel. Which, yeah, hey man, to each his own. But I'd rather stay the organic way. Yeah, because I mean, at least right there, I know my audience. I know, you know, kind of what's going on. But then YouTube's also got to get their shit together.
Oh, it's getting tough now, especially for guys that do this for a living. It's really sort of getting a grind. It's not how it was.
No,
it's not how it was.
Are you growing slower than you were, say like a year and a half ago? I've
been growing faster than ever, really. I hit 18,000 like 2 days ago, and like at 18,100 already. It's like because I uploaded my Ninja 300 versus Yamaha R3 review, and that got like, I think it's at over 1,300,000 views at the moment.
What?
And that yeah, it got popular. I did not expect it to get that popular, and it just blew up. It's a motorcycle review. I mean, who does motorcycles? So I was just like shocked at how popular it got. And so since then, I've just been having such a consistent amount of new subscribers that it's just like, now I don't really care about that. I just care about how many people actually watch it. So like that's the number that really matters to me now. Is that if I get maybe 1,500 views a video, like, I'm dead happy. That's what matters.
Damn, I'm sitting there. Yeah, I'm looking at your channel right now. Yeah, 2016 Yamaha R3 versus Ninja 300, 1.3 million views. Dang. I don't even have 1 million views on my channel yet, son.
You don't?
I'm close. No, I'm close though. I'm like,
you're close? Hold on.
I'm like 997 the last time I checked. I'm almost there.
Yeah,
I'm almost there.
And plus a couple of videos I've done with Sub D, they got a lot of views as well, so they'll come and check out the channel and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
The growth has been consistent, but what matters to me is how many people watch it.
Right. Yeah, because the subscriber number does nothing for me. You know, and what's funny is too. Also, guys, the phone line's open if you want to call in. 516-310-1431. It's funny to see two different channels at even, let's just say, to make things simple, the same subscriber number, right? Like, this dude's got 1 million, this dude's got 1 million. They both put up two different, you know, they both put up videos, but one channel averages, you know, 100,000 views. The other channel averages 600,000 views. It's just like, there's such a big difference, you know. Kind of like when you look at like Philip DeFranco and like his numbers, right? Like, he has what, 8 million subscribers, but he's averaging what, like 1 mil plus per video. Like, dude, that's really good fucking numbers. Whereas, like,
that's really good. Yeah.
Whereas us, you know, most moto vloggers, right? Like, you put up, I mean, we're just talking like your common day video, right? Nothing special, right? No rage or crash or anything like that. You know, the average person that has, say, 100,000 subscribers is only probably going to get somewhere between it's hard to say nowadays, 3,000 and maybe 10,000 views. Yeah. That
is the strange thing when it comes to making content, especially to YouTube. Like, how dependent. What was it? How dedicated is your audience to your channel? That's the wrong word. But yeah, like how loyal are they? Loyalty. It's. I did notice because there was a channel I used to watch called A Dose of Buckley. He used to make just rant videos, and at the time I watched his channel, I loved his videos. I still love his videos. He had lots of views per video, contrast with the subscriber rate. And then he uploaded a video like 2 years later. Again, as much as I loved his content, I just didn't stay committed to his channel. And next thing you know, he's at 300,000 subscribers and barely 10,000 people watch his videos that he uploads. And it's just, so how do you keep the view rate consistent or high? Do you make clickbait videos? Do you do you keep trying to refresh your audience, bring new people in, and older people die off? Or it's a real sort of chess game.
That is true, man. You gotta figure out that balance. But I think like when you have a high view count to subscriber ratio, I think what that means is like you're very unique, and you can't like there's not whatever you may do, somebody else can't replicate very easily or very easy, as of like right now. And I think that's kind of what happens, right? Like nobody produces the news the way Philip DeFranco does. If you're in a younger generation format, those that tend to watch more YouTube, he's more biased than he is, right? Like, fuck these people on that side, over here, this is the better side, you know what I mean? So I think like he comes off very middle of the road, and I think people like the way he produces that show. So it's a wide demographic. Pretty much anyone can watch the video. Correct. Well, we got a caller on the line here. Let's go ahead and see who it is. Let's get everything set up. Yeah, we're set up over here. So let's see what it is. 832, you are live on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Hammy fucking Moto?
Hello, how are you doing this afternoon, sir? What's up?
Hey, it's Amazing AJ. What's up, guys?
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, AJ?
Amazing AJ. The fucking up, Iron Man, all the way from Texas to SCMM. I'm clapping for you, man.
Yeah. Hey, guys. On a serious note, I was hearing about y'all talking about YouTube and algorithms or stuff, but what I do want to mention is that when it comes to motovlogging, it does not amount to a regular slice of cake compared to the other aspects of YouTube, like other stuff that's based off of YouTube, like daily vloggers, gaming channels, prank-based video YouTube channels. We're not even amount to a small compared to them. Like, we're so small compared to all the other base channels, and I think I strongly believe it's the reputation that we carry that affects every motovlogger, even if you're good or bad.
I mean, I totally get where you're coming from. I mean, we're just a small piece of this whole YouTube puzzle, and kind of like what Hammy was saying earlier, right? Like people that watch motovlogs, and I'm not talking about the ones who go out there and create fake content. That's not the ones that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that actually vlog on a motorcycle.
Traditional.
It comes back to people who ride, people who are interested in motorcycles, and that's kind of it. That's all. Yeah,
the demographic is just so small, and it's keeping that demographic interested. That's really the tough thing to do.
Another thing that I was thinking is that it's perhaps like every year that motovlogging gets discovered, it gets oversaturated by more and more motovloggers, and I love that. I have nothing against it, but in a way, it affects the ones that do it because they love it, compared to the people that do it because they want to get something out of it. And we all.
I did notice that. Yeah. I did notice that in SCMM 2, there was like a new wave of all these new motovloggers. And it was just sort of so tough to keep up with everyone, and then next thing you know, just a lot of them, they stuck with it for a couple months, and that was that. So it's another one of those things that people, I think, just give it a go and just drop it after a couple months.
Yeah. Because I had friends start it, and then they'll stop it, and
yeah, exactly, yeah.
we were all about doing it. Yeah, we were all about doing adventures, and so it's just for them to drop it. It's like, well, what happened? It's just I'm not making any money. I'm like, what? That was the wrong mindset for you to go in it. It's like meeting people. It's all about meeting people, in my perspective. So, I mean, hey, respect for people to try it, but then they quickly realize that it's probably not for them. And also, it's really, really hard to keep up with. Like, I talk to a lot of motovloggers. Like, every time I go to a meetup, I meet more motovloggers. And so, oh, sorry guys, I'm at work. But what I'm trying to say is that it's really hard to keep up with everybody's video. You care so much about the person, but it's just you can't watch all the motovloggers videos every day because it'll
consume your life.
Sum up to like 2-3 hours of every day just keeping up with your friend's channel, and it's overwhelming at times because, like, my top 3 motovloggers is that I make sure that I watch their videos because I thoroughly enjoy from start to finish. It's like a roller coaster ride.
Right.
But for the other ones, that they're great people, but it's just their content is like very more relaxed, more of a like chill day to watch. But the other channels get me pumped to watch it. So those are the channels that I have no problem just keeping up with their content. And again, they don't put out a lot of content, but one video a week or so. Like that's fine. But for the motovloggers that upload every other day, and it's just at one point, it's just you just pick out the videos that are really catchy or you click it, and you just give it a look. But you still like that person, but it's overwhelming because you got a job, you got to make your own videos too.
Yeah, it's tough to keep up with it all, and you're completely right about that. Especially when it comes to motovlogging, like if you look at the gaming channels, right? You have gaming channels with guys who are just as generic as can be. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls. You know, it's a really hard. Nothing really interesting about them. Yet they still have such a large demographic. Gaming is such a massive demographic of people because the amount of people that play video games. But when it comes to motovlogging, unless you really have something special to your channel, something special to you, it's really going to be tough to really get ahead and get out of the low view rates. And even still, even if you are unique and special, it takes time to work at it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I somehow believe that YouTube just tries to put us under the table and kill us, or take us in the woods with a shotgun and just take care of us. When it comes to motovlogging, I don't know why. It's just because I understand
in the name of ISIS
channels that are like Road Rage and Moto Madness and stuff like that, but then there's channels that are like Tim Kreitz Adventures or myself. It's about adventure and stuff. So it's just like those channels. Like, man, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, I mean, when you're on YouTube, you gotta understand, like, if you're truly doing what you want to do and it's natural, I think you'll enjoy it the most, right? As long as you're not out here chasing fame or like I said, numbers or anything like that, then I think you'll enjoy it the most. And
totally agree.
So that way you're not constantly having to switch with the times. Oh, okay, so this is what's hot right now in motovlogging. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and jump on that bandwagon.
Totally agree. So, and it's like, because I know for some people they're chasing things, but at the same time, is that they're chasing it for a reason because they base their life around that. And in a way, it felt like they put the eggs in the basket, and they have to take care of the family. And it sucks seeing those motovloggers, their channel just start, their numbers doing bad and everything. It's just because, and even all my friends' channel, we're all small, but it's just when I see that they're complaining or their numbers are not doing fine, it's frustrating. It's like, no, man, that's not. First of all, you've only been doing this for 6 months. Don't expect to get a paycheck, man. Just because when I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to meet people that did the similar thing, that's passionate about traveling, and that my channel's successful to me because I met and rode with people I met through YouTube. I met Rights Victory and I met Ghost Anime,
Right.
and we linked up and did a road trip to STMM. Like that's success to me.
Yeah.
Right.
And then meeting more
there is a
motorcyclists
social
and
side of
people
YouTube
that
where it is
love.
social media, and that's how me and Red first met. We were just small channels,
Right.
and we just sort of hit each other up one day. Hey, let's go ride, and that's all it really was at the time. We made a video together, you know, shouted me out, and this is essentially a social network. So if that's what you're really going for, meeting people, the people you meet, watch your videos. But if you really want to grow and be a really successful, popular channel, unfortunately, you do have to sort of cater to the larger demographic, which just isn't interested in watching you ride a canyon or you know, or do a big road trip. They're interested in seeing people crash and die. That's a sad reality. Or road rage, people getting angry and stuff. It's just, that's the broader demographic. That's what they pay attention to. So, you know, you can't really knock a man's hustle if that's the sort of videos he's going, especially if he's making a living.
Yeah, to each their own.
You do have to cater to where the numbers go.
Right. Well, I appreciate you calling in, AJ.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. The other caller.
Hey, no problem, man.
Well, the other caller just got off the damn phone. God damn it. Come on, people. Sometimes people have good shit to say, and I can't just cut them off and be like, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, man, thank you for your call, man. It's great talking to you.
Time limit, like,
No, that doesn't
okay.
work, dude. I thought about, trust me, I've thought about time limits. I've thought about all of this stuff, but to me, it comes down to whether or not the caller has a very valid point. Sometimes callers don't really have much to say, but you know, sometimes people hit, you know.
Yeah, like some
Yeah.
No, callers are just saying hi and talking about your nips or something. Yeah, totally understand.
You guys want to see my nips? You said it. I'm wearing a V-neck, bro. I'll do anything. Do you think I make my money?
But yeah.
But hey, guys, a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Question. If there's no caller, I have a question.
Sure.
Do y'all plan on making a road trip anytime soon? You Red One or you Hammy Moto?
Myself? No, I can't ride for that long because I've got a massive issue with my trap.
But he can race around a racetrack for 6 hours and make no fucking sense.
Right? With that 250 or 100?
Back when I was 15, I could, but no, I've been getting a very sort of poor issue with my trap and my shoulder. I don't know what it is. I've had acupuncture. I've gone to the doctors. And tried everything to figure out what this pain is because I can't ride for more than an hour without getting just progressive pain in my trap back here. And that's why I didn't go to LA versus SD3 this year. I mean, I went on LA versus SD2 and had one of the best rides I've ever had, for sure, but it's just I knew I wouldn't be able to make it without getting into a lot of pain. But that's why, another big reason why I bought another bike, in the hopes of finding something that was more comfortable so I wouldn't get into all this pain. So when it comes to big road trips, I can't really do them.
Aren't you in your early 20s, Hammy Moto?
Yeah, tell me about it. I have no idea why I get the pain, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, I went to the doctor. I've been trying to figure it out for so long. I went to the doctor, and I've got degenerative disc disease, something like that. So I've got some dehydrated discs in my spine. I'm not sure why. It's because I've had a lot of injuries over the years. I've had a busted collarbone, so one side shorter than the other. It's just
damn.
I got pretty banged up from racing bikes, and I've still got some. If it's cold outside, the trap will get really sore, and I'll get sort of a little bit of back pain. So, yeah, I'm 20, but I'm 45 at heart.
Yeah, you're 45 at the body.
At the body.
Man, that sucks. Well, yeah, it's because I was thinking of making a road trip from South Texas, Corpus Christi, all the way to New York, and I was trying to see who wants to join on the ride. That's why, like, meet halfway and then go ride all the way to New York on the East Coast.
Bitch, it seems like you got the fucking easier leg in this motherfucker. Hell, nah. How about we like meet up in fucking, I don't know, New Mexico and then ride north or some, I don't know, dude. I'm just fucking with you, but
I'm down. No, hey, I would ride to California if there's people that will run a ride out that are from California. I have no problem with that because everybody was telling me that road trip was gonna suck and everything, and I was like, fuck, man, people just don't like riding. And then I had no fucking problem. Like, I was always ecstatic. Every day we rode 600 plus miles every day. Like, that's nothing. It's just The only thing that I did had a complaint was the tank after we passed Arizona to California. The tank got so hot that my thighs got like a nasty burn, like just by hugging the tank.
It's really bad. I hate that too.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. That's the only thing that was feeling uncomfortable. But the ride was perfect. So if you want to ride out Red Ones, let me know. I'll make a road trip, about a month road trip. Okay, ride out to California, meet up with some people, and then we can ride out to New York. And yeah, it's sightseeing. Like
I got work. I got work and shit. I can take like a weekend. Maybe a week.
A weekend? Yeah, probably a week would be good.
Nah.
Get a vacation time or something.
Yeah. No, I mean, definitely, like, riding to the East Coast is definitely something I want to do before I'm, hang up the Moto or the motorcycle keys and hat and all that shit. However, would I do it on an R6? Maybe. Would I want to do it?
I want to do it on an HP4.
Like, I would rather do it on, no bullshit, like, something comfortable as fuck with my feet kicked up. With the fucking with like
a going
or something, dude, with the cruise control set while I'm over there sipping on fucking tea, laughing at you motherfuckers while y'all all cramped up, kicking your leg off the bike, trying to get blood circulating back through it and shit.
A big, fat, loud, massive American Harley would be ideal. I'm not doing it on the Kawasaki.
Yeah.
Red One, I love the idea of traveling on a bike where people say you can't travel far or it's going to be uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, maybe it just adds fuel to my motivation. It's like, oh yeah, you say I can't do it? Bam! Doing it. I don't know, I get a kick out of it.
Fuck them haters, bro. Don't listen to the haters. Eat them. Ride your bike.
Yeah.
Ride to New Zealand, bro. I dare you. You can't do it. You can't ride to New Zealand. What, you transform it into a jet ski?
I'll double down on that,
Yeah, I'm harassed.
You know what's funny? I was working at this motorcycle shop, and I actually met this chick. She came in. She was looking to buy her boyfriend a gift, like a helmet or some shit. And she was like,
shit. My bike.
And she was like, hey, what did she tell? I forgot how we started talking about it. It was like, oh, what does he ride? And she's like, oh, he rides like a BMW adventure bike. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, he loves going on road trips. She's like, even last year he fucking rode from here to Alaska and back. And I was like,
what?
Wait, what?
Alaska?
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, fuck, dude, you got to go through like a big, massive part of fucking Canada. First, you got to get to Canada, and I know that shit takes a couple days.
What's his name? Ewan McGregor.
What?
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, there's people out there that do that.
What's his name?
I don't know. Just some regular person, dude. He not famous. Just some guy that just likes to ride.
Oh, dude. Now that you mentioned it, when I was coming back from California, I broke off with the people Ride a Victory and Ghost because I had to be there early before I did. So, as I was riding back, I met this very down-to-earth guy. He was on a Hayabusa, and he was doing the Iron Butt Challenge.
Oh, the 1,000 miles in, like, what is it, 12 hours? Or no,
in a day.
12 hours. In a
24
day,
hours. 24 hours, yeah. It was 1,000 miles in 24 hours. And so I met up with him, and we rode for, like, 200-300 miles together, and we got to know each other within every stop. And then he was telling me that, yeah, I got a KLR, too, and then I just road trip. And I'm like, man, dude, like, I exchange information. And he's like, yeah, I don't have an Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. I like doing this solo. I'm like, dude, more power to you, man. And then he was telling me about because I wanted to do the Iron Butt Challenge on the R6. And he was telling me, yeah, it's pretty simple. You just go on the website. Like, they have, like, a trophy or something. Oh, I don't know, something they give you, like, a bunch of stickers or a patch that says you did it.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool. It's like, you have to go, you have to get gas receipts within every stop you make, and then you have to have witnesses, or I think he called them witnesses, from your start to your destination to finish. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Because he rode from Albuquerque, New Mexico, all the way to Dallas.
Fuck that.
So
I sit at home and play Project Cars. Oh,
I
man.
There, and then what's so cool? What's so cool is that I think he made a YouTube and he's following me now, so he'll comment. And I'm like, and then I told him, man, hey, I really want to do the challenge, and he wants to do because there's categories. There's 1,000 miles for 24 hours, 1,500 miles for 36 hours, or something like that. And so I told him that, hey, whenever I start preparing for it, let's do it. And he's like, so that's another friend I made just through riding. So beautiful.
Yeah, that's like I said, man. I'll do it on like a big old comfy couch with two wheels.
Yeah.
In the middle. I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. Like I've done enough. I mean, I'm not gonna say enough. I mean, don't get me like I've done 3 road trips so far, and I enjoyed them all, dude. I even did one by myself from here to Phoenix. You know, I was just shy of 400 miles by myself. Right, took just around 7 hours, a little over 7 hours, and you know, they were great road trips. But I'm at that point in life, dude, where it's just like I ain't gotta fucking impress no goddamn body. As long as I can get my ass there on whatever, like I'm happy. Just to be on the road, I'm good with that. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like if for some reason,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean? Like if they're like, hey, dude, you know, Jake's got the meet coming up, you know, whenever the SBK meet, you guys want to all meet up and ride out there from California? I'll be like, sure, yeah, I'm be riding in the truck. I'll put the bike in the back. Like I'm just
in
like,
the
you know,
the radio going.
I mean, yeah, like on the R6. I mean, that's the thing, but like somebody like Ghoster probably could fucking fuck me into it, like I don't know, shame me into doing it, but I don't know, it doesn't sound super appealing to just ride on the R6. I mean the R6, right? It's I don't know, dude. Like I guess when you get a little bit older there, AJ, you'll start to see what the fuck we talking about, man. Shit
Yeah, that's
hurt.
what I don't want to get to that point because I love what I'm doing, and I know later in life it's probably not gonna be my cup of tea on an R6. So it's like, fuck, I love this, I love what I do, but hopefully, either way, I'm still probably gonna get like a cruiser and still do the same thing. It won't be on the R6.
I don't get why people don't buy naked bikes. I mean, I love naked bikes. They're excellent. You get a sport bike engine and a comfortable, like, I was that when I was 16. I'm like, hell no, I'm not getting a crotch.
I'm getting there. I'm totally getting there. Nah, I mean, like, here's the thing.
Are you getting another bike?
No,
I have one.
He already has one.
Yeah, I just got it.
Wait, did you announce it already? Because I haven't seen anything.
No, I haven't announced it yet, but I'm gonna do a bike reveal this week, and then you guys will see what I have.
Oh shit! That's what's up. All right. For is it a naked or is it a?
It is a naked
cruiser.
It's a naked.
Okay. All right. That's all I need to know. That's it.
I don't think it's gonna be that much of a surprise for everyone, but it's like I love it. I'm really, really happy with it. That's for sure.
Hey, as long as you look, that's all that matters.
I was really considering. I came so close to buying a KTM Super Duke. I was really thinking about getting that. It was one on Craigslist. It was in my budget, and I remember getting on one of these when I was like 13. Like, wow, this is the sickest bike I've ever seen. Gotta have one. I was so close to buying it, but all that money and maintenance, I can't pay for that.
Yeah.
So I decided not to get it.
Fuck. That's a bike within itself, just for maintenance, right there.
It's a lifestyle. It's like if you have a Ducati, you're in the Ducati lifestyle. You've got the jacket, you've got the hat. All your friends are Ducati guys. You don't ride with peasant Japanese sport bike riders. No. You're a part of an exclusive club. You wear red. Your bedsheet is Ducati bedsheets. You wear Ducati cologne. Yeah, your entire life is wrapped around this bike.
I give so much respect to my friends that ride Ducatis because I'm like, man, you have the time, money, and patience for all that maintenance.
Yeah.
Like, much respect.
There was another one on Craigslist as well. It was like a 2010 Ducati 9.4. I forgot what it was now. It was a super sport bike.
959
and he had
or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. He had it for like $4,500. I'm like, that is a steal. And he had the Toast exhaust on them, so you know that thing sounds bitchin'. It sounds like a gargling Viking. So I was really tempted on just hitting that guy and be like, hey, what's up,
I don't
bro?
know. I don't know, man. When I hear Ducatis, I feel like they're about to blow up. all
It's
that
because of the dry
knocking.
clutch. Some of them have dry clutches. So
it's a dry clutch. It's a bunch of different other shit, but
It makes me want to just like.
What?
¿Qué pasta? What'd you say?
Oh no, it's just the knocking. It's just I'm not used to it.
Yeah, no, it's just it's a different sound, man. You know, V twins and Italians and all that other crazy shit that they do. But I do want to say this so that way people don't think fucking I'm all about cruiser lifestyle. I don't want to ride every day on like a fucking cruiser. I just want to ride a cruiser on a road trip. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't need to be fucking going to work and shit on a big ass fucking Goldwing or some shit. Like I'll pass.
I think the most perfect all-round motorcycle that I've ridden, and I hate to say, is the FZ09. I thought that was a brilliant motorcycle. FZ09, and a lot of people are buying it, and you know, they're great. They're comfortable, lots of power, and you know, you don't need to have a leather jacket to ride it like you do with a cruiser. Be a part of a gang, have a little patch, you know, be a prospect to ride a Harley. So that's what I really liked about the FZ09. It was a fabulous bike.
Yeah, I saw like Snowcat had put earlier. He put later in life equals GS. And like at first, like I didn't understand those big ass adventure bikes until you realize kind of who rides them and the shit that they do on adventure bikes, and you're just like, like I get it, you know. But yeah, I get it. Later in life, cool. But as far as right now, I'm still like I'm in that limbo between super sport and naked, because like I don't know, like if I bought another super sport, I know I would be fine on it. However, if I got something like I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking at a fucking Tuono. Like I love that. I love that bike. I finally saw one and I was like, oh yes, it's like an RXV4, just more upright. And
yeah.
I remember or what I'm saying is like I think if I got something like that, if somebody was like, hey man, you want to fucking ride to like Vegas this weekend, like fuck yeah, let's go. Like I wouldn't even think twice about it, dude. All I'm thinking about is like
windshield,
right,
heated greeps.
Right. I'm going, but like right now you tell me, hey man, you want to ride? Well, I gotta go somewhere further than Vegas, but like, hey man, you want to ride to like let's say Seattle on the R6? Yes, I can do it. I'll be fine. However, I do want a little more comfort as I'm riding up the road, you know what I mean? And I'd rather do it with a different bike versus like going the Ghost Ninja route, buying seats and saddlebags and fucking all that shit he bought for that Seattle trip. Gotta give him shit though.
But hey, Hammy, did you just mention the FZ09, right?
Yeah.
How is it without like a windshield or nothing? It's just straight up.
It felt good, actually.
I don't know.
It felt really nice. Yeah, I was surprised because the Kawasaki, man, that thing was horrible on the freeway. I mean, I had to, you know, really duck down in it, and I had to sit all the way back, and it really was horrible on the freeway. But the FZ09, it felt great. Again, it's a really excellent all-round motorcycle, and it deserves the popularity that it has.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I remember the first time.
Well, actually,
Hey, I was talking, sir. No, I'm just fucking with you. I remember the first time.
Oh, sorry. There's a.
Oh no, go ahead. All right, you fucking. All right, what do you want, AJ?
There's a delay.
I know about the delay.
No, there's a delay. Like, okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, bitch, you started talking, sir. You called into the show. You're the one. So what? What do you want to say?
No, it's just that my buddy's selling one because he only owes $2,300 on it, and it's a brand new SZ09. So
what year?
I'm thinking that it's a 16, I think. I'm not sure. The recent one.
Yeah, there was a guy trying to sell me.
No, I think it's a 16. Yeah.
Get it?
He doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to ride anymore. So I wish I had that much money to shell out $2,300, or just he take over payments, but he owes $2,300, and he doesn't want anything. Like usually when somebody sells you a bike that's on payments, like just give me $500 and then take over payments. But he's strictly just just take over payments.
What color is it?
And I'm like, man, so
what color is it?
It's it's blue and like silver.
Fuck. If you'd have said red, I'd have been like, all right, dude, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
No,
When
you
they were
should
trying to tell me it was black.
powder coat everything red. Man, it's a steal. So if anybody in Corpus Christi wants to buy a bike, let me know, okay? Because he's trying to sell it.
That's funny.
Buy it. You buy it.
Yeah.
Sell your R6,
What's up?
Sell your R6 and get that.
I want to buy it. No, I want to buy it, but it's just I'd rather spend the money on road trips because I'm planning for New York. So it's like I'm just trying to save money, pay off my school, and then just stay afloat.
Hey, here's something I want to talk about real quick since you're bringing up road trips, right? Do you... Okay, let me ask you this. Let's just say you head up to New York, right? And you get somewhere in Tennessee, Virginia, whatever, Kentucky area, all that bullshit, right? You're more than 1,000 miles from home, and you have a fucking catastrophic engine failure. Do you have, would you have the appropriate funds to get yourself back and the bike also?
Yeah, with a U-Haul, just U-Haul truck, put it in the back.
That'll be pricey. Jesus.
Right.
We're just getting U-Haul out to the racetrack. That was enough for me. Went back from Kansas. Hell no, I'd walk back.
Yeah, just rent it out.
Hitchhike my ass back. Just leave the bike there, hitchhike back.
Oh, I'm not leaving the bike. I'm never leaving the bike anywhere out of my sight. So it's coming with me, or I'm staying there.
You're out in the middle of nowhere. Gets cold out. Just pour some fuel down the side of it. Yeah, you got a nice bonfire, an R6 bonfire. Survival is key.
Well,
take it to the bike.
Well, what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna try to get it home myself, whether it be U-Haul or a rental enterprise car. It's like only like $90 a day, and no, it's like $24 a day. So I'm not 25, so I have a friend that always runs through the system to get an enterprise truck, F-150.
Lady Chronicles.
And so, what's up?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Fish just left the chat. Go, continue.
Oh, sorry, yeah, stupid delay. But anyways, so I always run it through the system, so it's $25 a day. It'll take me, what, 2-3 days of road tripping it to get it back? That's what I'm thinking, but I always try to keep my options open, whether it goes through that or I'll message. I'll post something on Instagram or on Facebook to reach out to anybody that's in their area that will just watches or wants to help out. Or something like that, or just hitchhike it, just fucking put my thumb out for every truck that passes by, and I'm like, hey man, I got money, if you could just help me get it to somewhere safe, and then I can arrange something there. And that's what I'm thinking, but I don't let that bring me down. Like, it's just like, oh, okay, well, time for it to save up for a new engine. So
I see Mr. Undercover Biker in there talking about project cars too. Sorry for my digression. Project Cars 2, that's coming out this month. Oh, I can't wait to get that. I need to talk to this guy about driving games, man.
Do you have it on PC?
No, I don't. I have it on PS4, but I've got a rig. I've got I don't have a rig, but I've got a steering wheel, got a seat and stuff. So I've been playing F1 2017 for this past week, just on the daily. Like, I love that shit.
Nice.
It's so awesome.
Yeah. I'm about to hand Undercover all kinds of L's, but. No, the reason why I asked you that question, AJ, is, I know a lot of people that just go out there and they hit the road and they get lucky, right? They go there, no flats, no issues. They go there and everything's fine. They come back, boom, man, we did fucking 15 or 5,000 miles, and but at the same time, man,
no, yeah, I get it.
There are people who have gone out and fucking literally don't have no more than a couple $100 to their account, like minus or in addition to what they've already saved for the trip and all that shit. And stuff can go wrong, because even when what's his name, when Gigawatts and Alpha Toxin first came out here, Alpha Toxin's clutch went out on him at fucking Venice Beach. Like we had rode around. We went like Palos Verdes and some other place, and then we were taking them to fucking Venice Beach, and we got no bullshit like 2 miles away, and his fucking clutch would no longer disengage or whatever. Like it was just like even when you pull it in. So we got it into a parking lot. And he was trying to fuck with it for forever, and it didn't work. And then we ended up towing them back to the hotel, and then that next day they rented a U-Haul. And then it was funny because I remember Jigawat's calling the next day. He was like, "Hey, bro, so we got the U-Haul and shit, but you got like ramps or anything?" And I'm like, "Nah, dude, I don't have anything." He's like, "Fuck, man, we're trying to figure out how to get these fucking bikes in the back of the U-Haul." So that's
2x4, man, 2x4.
Sure. I mean, but you got to buy a couple of them, and then you got to strap them together or some random shit. Like it ain't as easy as you fucking think it is, man.
Well, no, actually, you get really creative when you start. Because my friend, he uses a long 2x4, and he just straps it down, and then there's 4 guys, so we're like holding everything, just pushing it up slowly. A little different. So, yeah.
I tell you what, the worst breakdown I ever had. I've really only had one breakdown, and that was when I was on the old KLR 650. Fucking hated that thing. It was an awful bike. But anyway, so I was at Malcolm Smith's, the little motorcycle shop out here in Riverside, and I went there to go buy myself a mirror, and I was about to ride back home, and my dad always said, "Don't ever ride this thing on the freeway. Just don't do it. It's not built for the freeway." And I'm like, "Fuck that! I'm taking it on the freeway." So I do, and I'm riding back down on the 91 freeway. And at the time, the 91 freeway was under construction, or was having some lanes added to it. So the shoulder of the road is the runoff area. There wasn't any runoff. It was just these barriers. And of all the fucking times, I ran out of gas. So the bike ran out of gas, and I had nowhere to go. I just had to stop on the far right lane, and I had nothing to do. I just got off my bike and started pushing, and I caused a massive traffic jam. There were just cars piled up, going past me, honking, flipping me off. You know, there's a skinny little guy pushing this gigantic KLR 650. I'm trying to push it to this on ramp to where I can just sort of get it off the freeway. Man, that was a scary moment. And this guy in his pickup truck came around to help me. You know, real godsend. And so he says, "You want some help? You can put it in the back of my truck." And we used all of our strength to pick this giant motorcycle into the back of his truck. And this guy didn't have any tie downs. He didn't have anything. The only thing that was holding that bike in the back of that pickup truck was the kickstand. So we had to get it to a gas station. So it's sitting there in the bed of this truck.
Help from a complete stranger.
Yeah, it was like I wasn't even waiting that long. It really was. I got so lucky. I'm sitting in the back of this truck. He's got 5 of his kids back there. You know, because I'm like, "What's up, guys? Hey, how you all doing today?" Some weird ass guy with all of his motorcycle gear on, and he drives me to this gas station, and just before we get to the gas station, we exit off the freeway and make a left turn, and the bike was leaning on its left-hand side with the kickstand, and you just see the bike lift up ever so slightly off the kickstand, and we're like, "Oh fuck!" It just about topples over, but it doesn't. It lands right back down the kickstand, and we get into the gas station, and you know, I thanked him, gave him $20, and I never rode that bike on the freeway ever again. Lesson here: listen to your parents.
That's a great story. Lesson learned, man. And it's quite funny that you mentioned that, Red One, because on the way to California, I had an aluminum sprocket, a vortex one.
I already know. I held that thing.
Yeah, man. Like, it was good before I left. I did thoroughly check everything. So, what the thing is about aluminum, it wears down faster because it's meant for like racing and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, it's blue. It looks cool. Let me slap it on." Okay, no problem. So as I'm riding out, I start to check everything, like the tightness of the chain. Oh, we're good. And then I start looking, and I'm like, "Holy fuck! They look like shark teeth, man. What the fuck?" And so every like 200 miles, I keep looking. Oh shit! I lost a tooth. Every 200 miles, oh shit, I lost more teeth. So it's like, fuck. Hopefully, we're so close to California too. Like, we just got to California, and then we had to make it to Palm Springs. So we got to Palm Springs safely, and I only had 7 teeth left. 7 teeth, but I'm talking like sharp ass fucking shark teeth, man. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I can think of,
and
the only thing I can think of, because aluminum chains don't wear out that fast. That just makes no sense. I think your chain was possibly over tightened, and that's the only thing that I can think of that would eat through. I mean, the only way, it's either that or like your sprocket was already fucked and you just didn't notice it or whatever. But even if you checked and you said it looked fine when you left, then more than likely I think your chain was probably too tight. It was just creating a bunch of undue stress on that aluminum sprocket. But you know, just something that, I mean, at least that's the only thing that I can think about that would chew through a fucking sprocket that quickly.
Oh and the lesson there is that one thing that I learned, something good that I learned from Ghost Anime 84 was the guy that we went on the trip with, is that always have $500 just in case on top of everything. Everything, either to get you home if they steal your bike or something happens and you need that money to rent out a U-Haul. And that's a lesson that I'm gonna take with me in every road trip, because good thing I carried $150+ on top of the road trip, and with that money I was able to buy me a steel sprocket at Chaparral, and my friend Johnny Rice helped me put my bike on the back of the truck and drive all the way to Chaparral from Palm Springs. We dropped the bike and we changed the sprocket right there and then, so we can make the ride back to Palm Springs. But that's a lesson learned right there.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, anyways, AJ, let me let you go, sir. I appreciate you calling in. Thanks for breaking the ice tonight. And
hey, no problem, man.
Speaking with us.
No problem. I got to get back to work.
Yeah, you do.
Much, man.
Right?
All right, brother. Peace.
All right,
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, man, it's always one of those things you gotta think about, man. Like, what happens if, right? What happens if?
Yeah.
Because it's all fun and games when you're out there on the road, and all of a sudden, you're like, the fuck? Oh shit, fucking rear tire's out. Hey, anybody got like fucking, I don't know, like a couple $100 and you get a new rear tire? Like, wait, bitch,
you become that guy at the gas station. No one wants to be that guy. I tell you what was really crazy. My cousin from New Zealand, who I haven't seen since I was a very small boy, she was visiting in California and she stayed with us for a couple of days. And she had a boyfriend. And this guy has traveled the world with no cell phone. He doesn't have a cell phone. Not even a flip phone. Like, no cell phone. And that baffled me. I couldn't believe that. Traveled the world with, like, on a shoestring budget, slept on the side of freeways in Slovakia, traveled all through Spain and Europe, and he's done it all without a cell phone.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Like, when I was a kid, man, like, you know, there were cell phones, but people, like, they weren't just in an abundance, right? So, it's like, not everybody had fucking phones.
Yeah.
Like, actually seeing a cell phone was rare. Yaga Troop.
Yeah.
Appreciate the $2. $2 make you holler. Yeah.
Oh.
But, you know, so it was one of those things where, yeah, if somebody broke down, then... You fucking laced up the fucking you laced up the shoes and you fucking started walking, dude, you know, and hopefully the gas station is right behind you or it's right in front of you, but sometimes you get caught out there in the middle of no goddamn where and you end up walking fucking 23 miles or some stupid shit, man. It happens, but yeah, you know, thank God nowadays people have cell reception. The only thing that I'm really scared about with phones in those situations is like not what I want to say, like being in a canyon or some shit, because you know dude, there's like no cell reception in canyons, right? And you just happen to be out there like on a Tuesday when nobody else is out there and fucking you're just wandering around trying to get the fuck out, trying to get help or some shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, other than that, yeah, we're lucky now that, you know, phones are accessible to everybody and, you know, somebody can pull over and call and all that shit. So
I mean, I was really on the tail end of the generation that didn't have cell phones. Like, I got my first cell phone when I was 13, but now these kids are getting them at 5. They're learning how to use iPads like, in the hospital the day they were born. You know, they already have their Instagram set up. They're like 2 minutes old.
It came out the womb like,
came out the womb, taking a selfie.
Right.
I already know. Hashtag going. Newborn.
Now, you know what's funny though? I have a friend that still lives that old school life. He's just like, look, man, my kids won't own a cell phone until they're able to purchase one themselves, right? And then it's funny because he thinks like I think. I mean, granted, I would probably give my kids whenever I have some more per se, like middle school maybe. It was probably around the time that I would look at trying to give my kid a phone, but.
Yeah, that's right when I got mine.
But
yeah.
It's funny when my friend says that. Well, what do you mean your kids? You mean they have to have their own job to be able to? It's like, yes, that's when they will own a cell phone, when they can make their own money and attempt to pay for the bill, you know, and et cetera, et cetera. And
there's
like,
some lawns around the neighborhood, yeah.
but then everybody's argument is like, but what if they need to? It's like, yo, did you fucking forget that you also grew up without a fucking cell phone? Like,
yeah.
What is like what? Okay, explain to me, why is it needed? And it's like, well, what if they need to call you? Then they can fucking go find a phone. Or, you know, like everybody has phones now. Like, it's just one of those things. It's where society now looks at it as like, you know, kids must have phones. Or, well, I don't want to say must have phones, but should have phones. You know, it's
well, they're raising them in schools with these tablets. I mean, when I was in high school, they just started introducing tablets into school. So you know, I remember learning, we were doing all this textbook shit, and when I was in middle school, they gave us like little netbooks, starting to do that sort of stuff. But technology is just, it's really becoming much more a part of how a child grows up now. Yeah. And you know, as I was saying, I really grew up on the tail end before all this technology came in. So I still had to be back up to sundown, out with my friends all day on our bikes, no phone, no wallet, no money. You know, no sense of wrong. It was a proper way to grow up.
Yeah, it was a little different. Anti-throttle again with the $2. Hammy Moto, subscribe today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Hammy Moto, his link is now officially down there in that doobly-doo. I did it.
Anti-throttle, my man, thank you so much. $3, I'll take up my shit.
Did it like an hour ago, but Hammy Moto, man, I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you being on the show today, man. I appreciate everything. I'm hopefully more people out there know about you. If not, they know now. But I'll go ahead and give you the last word. Any shameless plugs, anything like that you want to fucking, I don't know, promote?
My only plug is going to be to you, my man. Thank you so much for having me on here. I love what you're doing with this podcast, man. I think it's really great. You've always really put in the effort to keeping the community together. I got nothing but respect for you, man.
Well, thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go ahead and check his channel out. Like I said, that link is down there. You guys can click. Matter of fact, here, I'll just go ahead and put this over there in a side chat for you peeps. And also, there will be an after hours hangout. I already know Ghost is gonna be there because he's at work and he ain't got shit to do. So I already know he coming by. Stuff and things like that. So make sure you guys stick around for the after hours joint. That is the link to Hammy Moto. Wait, yeah. Well, let's see.
Is that
Hammy.
Did you know there's another Hammy Moto?
Is there?
There's another guy called Hammy Motos. Everyone go subscribe to him. He started around the same time I did because my initial channel name was Hammy49.
Right, it was some numbers. I remember that shit.
Yeah, and it didn't ring, so I changed it to Hammy Moto. And then I see there's another guy called Hammy Motos. Like, who the fuck is this guy right here?
Is it what? I can't. All I see is you.
It's Hammy Motos, no spaces, and it has an S.
Right, that's probably what the. Let's see if I can find this dude. Nope, still finding. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's why he's got 30 subs. Like I guarantee all of his videos and shit's got your name tagged in it probably.
Yeah, when I first started, I was afraid people were going to go watch his channel and think that was me or something like that.
Oh, is he out? No, he's not out here in California. I was like, wait, is he in California? And I see like winter vlog 4-wheeler. I'm like, yeah, nope.
Yeah, no winter right here.
Yeah, maybe Northern California, but not down here. It's all right, man. He looked like he stopped vlogging a year ago.
For sure.
9 videos. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, stuff and things. Also, for those that are watching now, the SoCal Motovlogger Hangout this week is canceled. We are moving it to next Saturday on the 23rd of September. There will definitely be some more people that'll be able to go there now. But yeah, we're canceling it this weekend, moving it to the one after that. So stick around for the other for the after hour hangout, and we will see you there, or if not, we'll see you this Friday on the Other Guys Live. Until then, guys, have a good night. Go check out Hammy Moto.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Later.